I've been set up with 10 minutes between you all and your lunch. And in Eastern time, we are already past lunchtime. So I'll try to keep it short as I can. If you don't understand what I'm saying, that's because you all have accents. Nobody at Logan understands what I'm saying either, not just because of my accent. It's because corporate understands innovation ecosystem very little. What's a corporate entrepreneur called? Intrapreneur. Corporate is all inward. We're selfish. We're all about bottom lines, ROIs, numbers, PowerPoint presentations. I don't have one. Charts and graphs. Those are all needed. Those are very important. I come from a corporate environment, and you heard from Lexmark and other corporations. Corporations innovate or die. We are elephants. We're too big, and that's not. They didn't call it an elephant because of my size. It's been called before. So, what corporation? I was a corporate stakeholder for Kentucky right from the beginning in MIT REAP. Logan joined not knowing what we're joining in. Probably we still don't know why we joined. Because corporations ask one question, what's in it for me? What am I going to get back from the money I put there or the time I invest in there? MIT REAP program has been very eye-opening. First eye-opening thing, at MIT REAP, when we went in there, the stakeholders, the first session, they sent the stakeholders in different stakeholder groups, and corporate, we all went there and sat together and said, how do we fit? Government knows how it fits. There's a lot of good work happening there. University knows how it fits. They're doing a lot of good work. Entrepreneurs know they're the heroes of all this, and they know how they fit. Venture capitalists are looking for the returns on their money. They're looking for entrepreneurs. They know how they fit. Where do we fit? The questions we asked are inward-focused: intellectual property, the legal boundaries, competition with each other, non-compete, antitrust. We're in that environment day to day. How do we participate in an ecosystem? Through MIT REAP, it was really, really eye-opening. As we went through the different sections of MIT REAP program, you heard Nova Scotia. You heard about what Lexmark is doing. They're all different, what Innovation Inc. is doing here. We have everything we need. It's not bleak. I came from a developing country. We have opportunities. We are great at what we do. One word probably MIT REAP taught, very simple word, together. Together. Intellectual property does not mean together. Profits don't give the togetherness. They're all important. Corporate innovation, historically, the traditional corporate innovation is about pitch competitions, intellectual property, and ventures. But they're all, long hands. They're all inward focused. So how can corporations come out into the ecosystem and help? There's no pattern, there's no program. One word that corporations can think of. We always look out for our customers. That's where we get our money from, right? Corporations are the customers of the ecosystem. We play a great, important role as customers of the ecosystem. Bill Allett, one of the professors, he has this program called Disciple Entrepreneurship. Discipline and entrepreneurship. That's an oxymoron. Entrepreneurs are not disciplined. Look at Rusty. I'm not disciplined either because I come from the entrepreneurship ecosystem and entrepreneur. The first few things of that, find your beachhead customer, find 10 customers, know what your customer wants, and know what he'll pay for, and build that. Innovation does not start with a great idea. It can start with a great idea. It doesn't have to start with a great idea. It starts with a customer. There's a need. You all need to fill the need. How can we come together and fill the need? Second part of innovation, it's not new. How many think most of us, when we hear the word innovation, do new things? No. Innovation is not doing new things. Innovation is finding new ways of dealing with problems, new ways of providing solutions to the problem. Scott talked about it, coming out of looking outwards than inwards. I can't speak. That's my weakness. You don't have to look at your weaknesses. We saw a lot of weaknesses about Kentucky. No, we have strengths. Focus on your strengths. I'm a dreamer. People say I see things which are not there yet. That's not just because I'm crazy. Yet being they will come to fruition. That's the difference between a dreamer. So, what Nova Scotia did, what MIT REAP program talks about, the stakeholder model, the together, how corporations can come together and come out of their boxes, come out of their limits. I'm not saying get all competition out, give up all your IP. No. Our core, we make aluminum can sheet. I don't know how many of you know how much of that we make. We make a ton load of that. Half of North American can sheet. Kentucky has a lot to brag about, but we don't know what we're doing. We don't know our strengths. We focus on our weaknesses. We keep talking about our weaknesses. So coming together, we saw Nova Scotia go through the MIT REAP and create that cluster. And Mike talked about the importance of leadership coming together. How about if the CEOs of like-minded companies that have similar problems, similar needs, can be similar customers, come out? I'm an aluminum. I know how to make aluminum can sheet. I don't want to tell how I make my aluminum can sheet to anybody. But I also need the widget, the AI widget. I know there's a lot of buzzwords that I need, the next manufacturer needs, the next manufacturer needs, the next. I don't make aluminum, I don't make AI widgets. What do? I get a company from San Diego, I get a company from Texas, give them a ton load of money, and make them build a widget for me. The next guy is doing that same thing, the next company is doing the same thing, the next company is doing the same thing. We all spent $1 million each. How about if we all come together, 5 of us spend $200,000 each, go to bring the universities together, give them that $1 million, ask state, get some federal funding for it, make it a program, and become 5 customers. You have an entrepreneur who has 5 customers, and that's not core business, that's their IP. We don't care about that IP, we are paying somebody else anyway. It's just a dream, but it can be brought to fruition. So MIT REAP taught us that's possible, coming together is possible. Came back, when I met Tony for the first time at lunch, he walked in with the vision of a cluster of industry in every hub, at every hub. 2 completely different worlds. He said he's not part of the MIT REAP program. You don't have to be, I'm not smart enough, I just need to connect those dots. I'm not smart at all. I don't need to be. Again, the whole concept of coming together doesn't have to be new. It's not new. We've been doing this for ages. Alone, you can be defeated. 2 of you can withhold. A cord of 3 strands cannot be broken. Can we become that cord? I think we can. I'm very sure we can. That's the whole concept of the clusters, bringing together corporates that can work with universities. Now venture capitalists have somewhere they can invest their money in because he has already 5 customers, right? Whoever started that company. How can we come together and do that? That's the vision of clusters. And working on, we started with Tony's help and KSTC and Accelerate Kentucky, we're working on the metals cluster. Louisville already has a healthcare CEO cluster. Alex's wife, Tammy Day, is the CEO of that. It's been working well. And Lexington has Corporate Innovation Roundtable that Mike and Awesome Inc. leads, and Lexmark is a part of that. We are a part of that. It's not new. We just have to come out of this thing and do it. And that's the clusters. And I'm really looking forward to doing that. I know it's very simple, no presentations. Simple is not bad. Simple innovation is good.